Look out.
It's a special. India has bust my cherry for on location energy. Oh my god.
Live and don't forget, Suelta Delicious Freestyle Universe with La India. Yes, you hear that, ladies and gentlemen? Live on InfoRadioLive.com. Hello, 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 lovies. And yes, you heard him. He said it. We have got a treat for you. This is Freestyle Universe, Delicious Deliza, and
The one and only one, Swin Fontanelle. I'm so excited about this special edition of Freestyle Universe. Here we are with a episode that's gonna blow your mind. Yes, we got the queen of freestyle and salsa. We got La India in the house tonight. This was something that's very dear to us, and we hope that all of you are gonna enjoy this. We want to give a special birthday shout out to one of Freestyle Universe's very own, Estella, the Mambo Queen. Her birthday is tomorrow.
Kiana's is today, my baby girls.
Oh, yes, we got to show love to the fam. And we love Kiana, right? Oh, my gosh, she's wonderful. You know, this interview really was fun. It was like a conversation amongst friends. You know, India was lovely. We have some people to thank for this. And we'll be getting to the interview in a little while. But, I always give you a little history with freestyle and the people associated with people. Mark Anthony is somebody else that is associated with India. Him and India, of course, we all know that they had a wonderful duet. He had some roots in the same music that India is from originally, which is freestyle wonderful. And we're going to give you a little taste of Mark Anthony right now from back in the day. This is Mark Anthony with Time. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Mark Anthony got his start in freestyle. Originally, he had the first album, number of freestyle tracks on it. In our conversations with Indians, Delicious shared a few stories and stuff, and I found one of them interesting about a certain sister that she's got here. And
Oh, yes.
tell us the story,
Sister.
Dee. Yeah.
Certain sister, when I found out that they were spending time together, let's just say, we were at Le Poulet. Mark's performing, and all of a sudden he looks that way and he winks and throws a kiss to my little sister. And I look at my sister, I'm like, hello, what the hell is going on here? And she broke the news to me from our big brother, who at the time worked at La Mega. She had told me that they were at a party and they met and they had gone out a few times. I don't need to tell anybody any of the other details, but that's all there is.
Our lives are so intertwined with this music, it's crazy. Mark Anthony's first record was Rebel. It was a freestyle track, and we got it for you right now. Here's Mark Anthony with Rebel.
won the war, but not for long. Already rumors out on the streets. There's someone claiming he can't admit. He's a rebel. He's a rebel. He's a rebel. He's a
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That was Mark Anthony with Rebel. Mark Anthony, some of you may or may not know this. One of his first movie that I know of was a freestyle movie. It wasn't released. We had a lot of hype about it back in those days, but the movie was called East Side Story. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, India was in that movie. We discussed that a little bit in our interview. We might touch on that a little later on, but India was in that. Karina was in that. And this next lady, this mega superstar from Puerto Rico, sex symbol goddess, was in the movie as well. That's Edie Chacon. Yes, baby.
Somebody you wish Edie was your mother, right?
Yes, baby.
If any of you know Swins, then you know he thinks he's Edie Chacon when he thinks nobody's looking.
Well, for those of you who don't know, Edie Chacon is very famous for, she was the first J-Lo. Let's put it like that.
Oh, yeah. She's original.
You think J-Lo's got something and stuff. Hey, Edie, watch. Now, I want to show you another thing that happened in our interview that has to do with Edie. I would say something like an Edie Chacon thing, a J-Lo thing, that a little comment that a certain lady made towards
I know where you're going with this. Okay.
Go ahead, Dee.
No. You just tell the story. Go ahead. Why not?
Well, when we were leaving our interview with the wonderful India, Delicious happened to get up and show the badonkadonk.
I didn't show it. I was...
Well, who could miss it, honey?
The newly grown badonkadonk. Yeah.
What did she tell you, girl?
She put me on blast in front of everyone standing out there. Her little paparazzi hanging out around the Mercedes Sprinter van, talking about India, let me get a picture. She screams. She's like, "Girl, you packing? J-Lo ain't got shit on you." I was like, "Oh."
I loved it. Well, you was looking wonderful, honey. You was
that
really
was
giving,
hilarious.
As somebody who could appreciate.
There is, just so anyone knows, this is 100% true. And Swin's been to my home. I do not own a full-length mirror. So when I walk out, I see what I look like from the waist up. You feel me? I never noticed my own ass. I can't look back there. I don't know that the environment has become enhanced. So now when people are noticing it, it's almost like, okay, this is awkward. Maybe my clothes should be looser. But I'm not going to lie. At that moment, I had never felt so proud of the bumper. Thank you for the compliment, India. I needed it,
I thought it was hilarious. It was one of those moments that I'll never forget, for real.
Once you and me both.
I saw her reaction. You didn't see her face when she looked.
No, because my back was towards her because we were about to go inside. So I didn't even know that you guys were, behind me. All I heard was like, "Girl, Delicious," and I'm like, "Huh?" Like stuck on stupid. Like, what is she talking about? This is La India. You don't expect you want to shower her with compliments because of her talents and stuff like that. And, it was fun. It was cute. It was embarrassing.
It was down to earth. It was real, and it was.
Yeah, it was. It was. I'm not gonna lie. Good looking out, homie.
That's what it was. All right. Well, going back to Edie Chacon, she delved into a little freestyle herself. This is her attempt at freestyle, and I think it's a cute one, and it really stays within her character.
I bet you know every word to the song.
I sure do, darling.
Are you gonna sing for us?
Oh, never that. Anyways, here's Edie Chacon with "Am I a Teen?"
Jose. Así, papi. Así, Jose. Así, Jose. Así, Jose. Kiss my boquita, Jose. Así.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the sexy Edie Chacon. Oh my goodness. Something else that she's got in common with India is that, they're both Puerto Rican divas. They really represent, I think they're good representations of the culture. Look at me, I'm trying to talk proper. It does not work. Anyway, but they represent, other than, the wonderful, beautiful Jennifer Lopez, you got Edie Chacon from back in the days. You have the wonderful India that's a legend all over the place and such demand, and what a powerful vocalist. I'm not trying to gas her up. She doesn't need me to gas her up. She's already fabulous on her own. I'm gonna just I always talk about other things, and I have to bring this up because I was astonished the other day when I saw this on TV. I actually gagged. I always assumed, and forgive me if I'm ignorant, that dairy was from cows. But I saw on the TV the other day.
Why don't we discuss this stuff before we start, we get on air? You're just shocking me right now with your faces.
I was mortified. It was, they had gone to Sicily. It was one of those cooking channel thingies.
Okay.
They went to Sicily, and somebody actually milked a sheep. Is it a
Twins.
Sheep? Is it a sheep?
Twins.
If it's one of the
You did not learn this in school?
Honey, I only
You never heard of goat's milk?
No,
it's
a
cows?
sheep. It's a sheep. I mean, a sheep. What's one sheep? One sheep is a sheep.
The
No,
sheep.
I don't know what.
Yeah.
If there's more than one, is the sheeps? Anyway,
Oh
so
my God! Somebody get this man a thesaurus quick.
And they made cheese out of the milk they got out of the sheep.
Oh my God! Your face! I want to smack you. Stop it.
Now, is this what ricotta is?
Hello. What I want to know is that how are you making a face over dairy when you just said a couple of weeks ago a damn recipe in a wok with ramen noodles? Like, come on, give me a break.
But my dear, that's gourmet.
That
Anyway.
is not gourmet. That's go shit.
All right. But I didn't know all the barnyard animals produce milk like that. I mean,
There
what
is
is
a
it?
purpose for every single animal that is on this earth. Even the
Wait a
annoying
minute.
bugs, there's a purpose for.
Look, if you look at dairy and classic things, you always see a cow there. I didn't know
You
that
are
they
just
do it with
so-
all the
so-
barnyard animals and stuff.
you-
Do they do it with pigs and chickens and
You
horses?
are so
What the
naive.
hell is
Do you know that
You
eggs don't only come from chicken? They could come from hens.
What?
The hens also, the brown ones? Or you just
What?
thought it comes from chicken?
I thought a hen is a chicken.
They're two different, you know.
I don't think we know what we're talking about, girl. Between you and I, you know, I'm not one of those. What is that? What is a farmer called? A farm person?
What is a farmer called? Are you
A-
serious? Did you just say that? What is a farmer called?
Well, like, you know, in a sophisticated way. What's it? It's well, I know if you work in a house, you're a domestic. Oh, you're an agricultural. You're an
What?
agricultural. Like if you work in the farm,
Oh,
you're
no,
an
no, wait,
agricultural.
rewind. I don't even want to have this conversation no more. What does this got to do
Anyway.
with La India?
No, but anyway, you know, I like to discuss these things. You know, I was very shocked and mortified to find out that they can make cheese and stuff like that out of anything else but a cow. You know, I don't want, let me tell you right now, people, I want a disclaimer on anything I have dairy. No horse milk, no, what's it, chicken? I mean, all the things
No,
that they
chickens
have.
don't make milk.
Well, I don't know, but the animals on the farm, I didn't realize other ones did that. That's just disgusting. Anyway, are you guys ready for La India?
I don't know what I'm ready for right now.
Uh,
I'm in a moment. I don't know what I'm ready for right now.
Well, you know what? The whole thing was, you know, India burst my on location cherry, if you know what I mean.
Yes, we know.
I didn't know I had any cherries left, but anyway.
So, dear Lord, help me. Do you see what I have to deal with, ladies and gentlemen? Now I got to hear about how many cherries he's got left to bust. I don't want to learn this lesson anymore.
Anywho,
It was a lot of fun.
it was
a whole lot of
stepping
fun.
out. We stepped out into the evening. Oh my goodness, it was the evening.
It
But
was a madhouse.
oh gee,
They, La India's fans really came out thick in Queens that night, that's for sure.
yeah, at the very famous Dunkel Key in Astoria, the
Yes.
place was extremely packed. You couldn't, when she started performing, you could not see her.
You couldn't even see her. She's so tiny, right? All you saw was everybody's hands up with their cameras. Everybody
Well,
was trying to get a video, a picture, Instagram, Facebook, anything.
excellent. And she made sure that we got, she delayed the show to make sure she spent time with us
That was
to
adorable.
get our interview in.
That was
And-
adorable. I actually was like, did she just say what I think she said? She said they could wait. Not that any of her fans could really wait, but the point was that she gave us her word about doing the interview and she wanted to make sure that it gets it done. And that shows a lot about her character, the class that she has, you know, and to make sure that you guys get to hear all the fun stuff that you're about to, you know, listen to. All the music, her interview.
Exactly. So here is a little piece of India, and I think this goes with the theme of the night. Here's India stepping out.
After all we've been through, tell me, baby, why you stepping out on me?
We keep on teasing you and teasing you. The interview is coming up. Trust me. A lot of our time spent with India, because we were with her for quite a bit. We were chatting and just chit-chatting and enjoying ourselves, warming up for the interview, preparing and whatnot. And one thing that I really thought was special, and we didn't have to record this, but Dee can give you a little bit of it, was something that Dee was able to share with India, and I thought that was something poignant. Go ahead, Dee.
Yeah,
share
what I shared with her was the fact that my very last Mother's Day with my mother was at a show that she had done in La Vega nightclub over in Dykeman. It was on Dykeman Street many years ago. I was pregnant with my now 19-year-old daughter, and we were having a great time. And obviously, when she got on the stage with her powerful lungs and all her energy, the crowd had a certain feeling, so to speak, about the words of her song. And we had gotten into how when sometimes she sings that these people take what she's singing about, some of them take it really personal, right? So there's some angry girls in the club, and I almost got stomped out when I was 5 months pregnant. But that wasn't the point of the story. The point of the story was how people do take her songs literally. And it wasn't until that moment, I don't know if you remember, Swins, when I told her, I said, well, just for the record, I have never dedicated any of your songs to anyone. And I'll never forget how she looked up from her plate and looked me dead straight in the eye and said, that is good to know.
And meaning that, some girls would do those dedications to somebody like this, like a lot of the songs are Distant Men and whatnot like that. So Delicious never felt the need to do that.
Yeah, because she even said it herself. A lot of her songs are strong, and they're angry, and it's not like she was angry. It's just that, it just happened to work out for her, and I'm glad it did, But it's happened a lot. She shared some stories that it wasn't the only place. She brings out the animal.
Well, I like the fact that you were able to say that it was the first time ever actually going out socially with your mother to a nightclub.
It was the first time we ever went to a club together. It was Mother's Day. We were with other cousins. We were cousins of mine. We were trying to celebrate Mother's Day. Of course, those, inconsiderate people help ruin our evening. But for the most part, it was still a great memory. But I wanted to tell you that afterwards, I started thinking about it. There is a song that I would dedicate one day to somebody. Okay? I don't know if you remember The Lover That Rocks You All Night. Yeah, I would dedicate that to someone.
My gosh, honey, if I was to dedicate that to somebody, how could I go? Why did I put a lot of names in a hat?
Yeah, no, just one person. Lover That Rocks You All Night definitely goes to somebody. Yeah, that lie in the eye lied. I will dedicate that song one day.
Oh my goodness. Well, another thing that some people may know and some of you may not know, and this ties into the family thing, but we were talking about Delicious's mother. India's mother, we know that she's a great singer, and they actually did a duet at one point. And you might not know this as well, but India also has a sister who sings and who also had a salsa album out too, Ina Kana. And she's a wonderful singer, very powerful as well, and a beautiful lady also. So some of you might want to go and find her album as well, add it to your collection. Wonderful artist. I'm going to take it back a little bit, and we're going to go right into one of India's first tracks. Well, her first track, with the wonderful Jelly Bean. Here is Mirage.
That boy!
That was India Mirage. Now find out how India got her break in music. We're starting the interview.
Yes, yes, ladies and gentlemen, here we are, Freestyle Universe, here for the biggest treat of the year, because we're going to end it right. We're going to end it lovely. We are with the most fabulous, the beautiful, talented, incredible. No, I don't count. Right now, honey, it's Swins and Delicious with La India. Welcome. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you for having me. This is before the show.
Yes.
So, I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad to meet all of you. You guys are so sweet.
Yes, we're live from where, Swins?
Don Coquille in Astoria. Let me tell you, she's breaking my cherry for on location.
I'm out in Queens tonight.
Yeah.
Yes, welcome to
And I
Queens.
had an octopus salad that was fabulous.
A shout out to Don Coquille for the pulpo.
I didn't photograph it because my phone just died.
Oh,
But so many selfies that I threw myself today.
Yes.
Hi, baby. So, talk to me quickly.
Okay.
So, how did you get? We know that you come from a musical family, with your mother singing and then your sister also singing and everything. How did you get your start in the musical business and particularly in freestyle?
I would have to, say that it was word of the mouth. My cousin Brenda Rodriguez used to go out with Louis Vega and K7. So,
shout out to K.
Louis found out about me. He fell in love with my voice and he started helping me. And then I worked with him. And I was working also too, writing songs for Tony Moran and collaborating with Albert Cabrera, the Latin Rascals, and also the Vargas brothers, Danny and Victor,
Yes. Well, I read somewhere that you started.
And they came up with the track Mirage, and they gave us a Louis Vega, and then I recorded it, and then that was my very first collaboration when I was a teenager, and then that was on the B-side of a Jelly Bean single.
Nice.
Too late to turn, cool to a slow burn. I'm not acting
That was India Dancing on the Fire. We're back to the interview. Right now, we're going to talk a little bit about her experience with the movie, like I said before, East Side Story, and we'll pick up the interview from there.
And you are in the movie East Side Story. A lot of people don't, they might not have seen that movie with Mark Anthony and Karina Iri Chacon, everybody. How would you feel about being a part of that and how that occurred?
Well, it was a long time ago, and I just sang a song.
Yeah, When You Were Mine.
When You Were Mine. And that was it, There was no acting scene or anything. It was just me singing.
But you were fabulous as always.
And from the movie East Side Story, here's India with When You Were Mine.
I still remember when you were mine.
Yes, you just heard India, When You Were Mine from the East Side Story. And right now, we're going to let DJ Smoke, our producer over at Ember Radio Live, take it away with a little bit more with La India and what's going on now, the new stuff.
So with the new resurgence of freestyle, Todd Terry getting back into the scene.
Oh, that's
and everybody
good.
else.
Todd is very influential and very talented, a dear friend.
So if somebody were to approach you about doing to this new hot stuff that they're doing, would you be open to doing more of the old freestyle that you used to do?
Depending, I mean, I haven't done it in a lot of years. It's really weird, and I mean, with Latin Rascals and Albert Cabrera, yeah, I would do something because they were the kings of freestyle. And I don't know that Louis Vega is doing anything with freestyle. And I remember when Todd Terry used to come up with that songs that were really innovative for the clubs. So it's interesting what's happening right now. Probably, I'm doing so many things right now that I'm just happy to be in the music industry right now.
Well, we're happy you're in the music industry too. Are you kidding me?
And she's by the way, we're going to mention that she's an honoree at the Freestyle
Music Awards
in Miami.
It's about time. That's all I got to say. Anyway.
currently, we love you for salsa. We love you for that. Do you have a new album coming out?
I'm working on it right now for 2015. Very excited. Been doing it for a couple of years now. And I am paying homage to my idol, Juan Gabriel. And so I'm excited about it. And going back to the party, the freestyle party, I'm thrilled to be honored. In a way, it made me put a smile on my face because it was I'm being honored for something that I did while I was a teenager.
You're still a teenager, please.
Now,
And now I'm like in my early 40s, so I'm really excited that it came this far.
Nice.
music has such a power on people, and your music in particular. The responsibility of that you have such power over so many people. How do you feel about that and your legacy, your mark on the world, and how do you want to leave? What's important to you that you leave on the world?
Well, now that I've been dancing on a fire, I started with, a mirage, and then I was dancing on a fire. And, I would say that, and then my journey in tropical music and everything that I've done with MAW after Louis elevated to a different style of music, tribal, more house music, underground music, soulful music. I think that whole life, having a band, live field of the live band and the instruments came back again, in the 90s. And, all the way into, I did my crossover. And then my venture with Eddie Palmieri, and then my collaborations with Latin Jazz and Tito Puente and the Count Basie Orchestra and jazzing. I would say that I've learned a lot throughout the years, and I always go back to dance music. It keeps changing, but I don't see freestyle, anything happening with freestyle, but I see in Europe a lot of pop dance, 90s coming back again.
Yeah, well, people
I was
love their
talking with
memories.
Robert Clivillens, and he's doing something from CNC Music.
Nice. Well, we want to speak to him too one day.
Well, he's very talented. You know,
Yes.
he's back in the studio. He was telling me working on some great projects.
Nice.
So, as I'm going to hurry this up. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry. So, as we leave this interview and stuff, when we thank you so much and stuff,
I thank you guys, and I wish you all a lot of blessings.
Oh my goodness.
Happy Thanksgiving, happy Merry Christmas,
Yes.
and a bright 2015 for everyone.
Yes. Thank you. Are you ready for this show now?
Oh, sure.
Because we hear some people out there ready to scream
I'm
your
ready, because
name,
I was-
honey. It's that time.
Anna didn't give me any more lipstick.
We need some
Okay.
lipstick for
Can
yeah,
you
please.
tell her? Okay.
We're ready. These people are ready to
Anna's
go
my
nuts.
assistant. She has my lipstick. She's kept my lipstick. And
Big
she's gonna
shout
give it
out to
me.
Anna and Damien.
Everybody in
Yes.
the South Bronx and, everybody in money-making Manhattan.
Queens and Jersey, yo.
Queens and Jersey. I know Brooklyn, Crooklyn,
Ember Radio Live.
Amber Radio Live. That's what's up.
and Freestyle
Yes.
Universe.
Freestyle Universe in the house.
Thank you. Well, I'd like
Queens
to.
in the house tonight.
Well, we definitely, like Swin said, thank you so much for taking the
Thank
time
you.
to meet with us. I'm looking forward to the show tonight because I'm about to get my dance on. And we cannot wait till one day possibly having you back again after your new album and talking about all the
Sure.
wonderful things you're doing.
I love
I'm
to.
paying attention. Your fans are paying attention.
And a shout out for Damien too. Who,
Yes,
because of
Damien,
him,
who's
I was
late,
able to
but
do
we
this
love you.
interview. I love you, Damien.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
That's those.
right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
And that was India, Breaking Night. And boy, did we ever break night that night. Oh, jeez. I didn't even sleep. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen? It was so worth it. I wouldn't do it for many people, but I broke night for India. She's wonderful. You know, she laughed and goofed with it. She treated us so wonderful. I mean, it's like we knew her forever. I mean, I'd actually met her before, so I'm sure she didn't remember me. She knows so many people, and she meets so many people, but I just thought it was great. It was so wonderful. From what I understand and the feedback she gave to us and friends, you know, that she really had a good time too, and she thought we were nice, and so that really meant a lot to me. So what did you think, Dee?
I think that it was really cool. She did. She showed us a lot of love. She even put us up on her Instagram, talking about she loves New York City. It was really cool. And I heard a friend of yours is about to pull our hair out because we didn't tell them we were going there, and they were jealous.
Well, you know what? I'm going to say this. You know, in me asking her if she's going to do, would she be interested in doing new freestyle? And she had mentioned that, you know, well, if Albert Cabrera was to approach her about that she would go ahead and do it. You know, maybe or like Lil Louis Vega or somebody like that. So when she told me that, you know me, and so I like to make things happen. Who did I shoot a note over to right away? And stuff. So, somebody who's a good friend of ours and stuff. You know, I put a little birdie
twinkle, a little twinkle in his ear,
into Albert's ear, and Albert was very happy to hear it. He said he'd love to work with her. You know, if we make this happen, or you know, if it happens and stuff, I'm gonna be on top of the moon. You know, I'm not trying to take credit, but I'm just saying, you know, I like to pass the word. I like to try to make things happen because it's music that we can enjoy, you know.
Definitely.
So, you know, in that event, we've had Albert on the show. Tony was supposed to be in the show. We're gonna make that happen still. India loves the Latin Rascals. We love the Latin Rascals. They're part of her history. So we're gonna put right now. Here's the Latin Rascals with, you know, one of our favorites. It Must Be You. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that was the Latin Rascals. It must be you. We love us some Latin Rascals. And we love us some Damien. Let me give you a little background on the next person we have on right now. Damien was an integral part of making this India interview happen. He's a dear friend of mine. I think he's a sweetheart. He's shown me so much kindness in our own friendship. He's a former freestyle artist. Good friend. In fact, India didn't even want to start the interview without Damien, but Damien was too busy trying to park and everything. The madhouse that it was that
He called me a liar.
Yes.
Call me a liar.
Damien? How are you, Damien?
How are you guys? I'm doing great.
Hi, honey.
Wonderful.
I'm so sorry. I thought you were joking around.
Yeah, because I know. You know what? I'm gonna forgive you just because you said that, because I do always joke around. But it was a real good comeback. I'm not gonna lie, because I was cracking up and so was she.
Yeah, the picture cracked me up. When you texted the picture, it cracked me up.
Well, everybody,
That's my girl.
just about everybody in freestyle knows you, Damien. With your history in freestyle, you being in all the different events and everything else like that. You with your current career and everything else. Tell us about the special friendship that you have with India. She thinks the world of you.
Yeah, Indy and I, we used to hang out back when I was a teenager. Her, Mark Anthony. They used to take me into the clubs. That was the age. And that's how we started. We didn't have that much of a friendship back then as we do now throughout the years. But yeah, that's how we met, and that's how we started our friendship. And then we lost touch for many years. And about 2 years ago, we reconnected via Facebook. I love Facebook.
Well, I mean, I thought that the loyalty, the love that she had for you, I mean, being that she's so big, and so I can imagine it's not easy for her to just trust anybody. And I mean,
right.
And I mean, you seem to be a true confidant of hers.
Yeah, I don't treat India like a celebrity. I treat her more like, family. She's my friend. If she would not be India tomorrow, she would still be my friend and be, my sweetheart. I love her to death. So like you said, it is hard for an artist to start a friendship with someone that you barely know, just, an artist. But yeah, she's a great person inside and out.
Well, you know what I love about her? She's so down to earth, and
yeah.
And the way she talks, I mean, I thought I was at home. I mean, that's me all day long. I mean, me,
yeah,
you know how I am.
Yeah. She loved you guys. She had a lot of fun in the interview. Sorry I missed it. Valet parking.
Well, Damien, we're gonna follow some of the things that you're doing. I love you took some. Ladies and gentlemen, Damien, you gotta let them know how they can see that wonderful picture that you did in front of the car and stuff like that. Is that a publicity shot, or is that just you being cool?
Actually, my friend and I, Linda Porter, she's also my personal assistant. We left the club around 2:30 in the morning and we went for some coffee at the Dunkin' Donuts. Like, let's just do some photo shoot. And that's where the picture came from the parking lot of Dunkin' Donuts.
My goodness!
With an iPhone.
Oh yeah, Damien, and I know I'm walking a tightrope here because I'm a freestyle devotee, and so I know that you did freestyle in the past. Would you do a freestyle track these days or no?
Honestly, I love freestyle. That's how I started. But no. I don't know. I'm not going to say no.
Well, the whole
maybe.
new Todd Terry movement and everything that he's doing new, and everything, you wouldn't consider it?
Oh my God, I would love to work with Todd Terry. He's awesome. He is awesome. I definitely will consider it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to work on Damien doing this. Damien, I'm going to be in your ear about this.
Yeah, but right now I'm doing like a crossover between pop and R&B.
Well, tell people how they can follow you, Damien, because we love you so much. You know, I want to show all the support that we can to you. How can people follow what you're doing?
They can follow me on Twitter, Damien Adele, Adel, or on Facebook, Damien Adele. Damien with E-N at the end, not A-N.
Well, we love you.
And Adele.
We love you. You know, I
love you guys.
To hang out with you again. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go into a track from the same album that Jelly Bean had with Mirage on. And here's The Mexican by Jenny Han. Love you, Damien.
Love you too. Thank you, guys.
Love you, baby. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Love you too.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that was Jenny Han, the Mexican. Everybody loves that track. Now, there was another, that's the same album that India was doing her Mirage track, and you had mentioned something that you had wanted to ask her about that.
Yeah, I wanted to ask her if she remembers the lyrics of the song. I wanted to put her on the spot and ask her if she could sing some of it for us. That's what I wanted to do.
Well, it's funny. She did a show at the Copa one time, the old Copa, where she was supposed to be singing it, and I was like, wait a minute, those aren't the words. She was like, hey, we're at the Copa, and we're at the Copa, and we're doing. I said, wait a minute, girl, that is not the words. But, here's where we have a wonderful producer, our wonderful producer, Pablo. He let me know that the song was originally sung by Ofra Haza, the Yemenite Jew. She was very famous, a singer, and she originally sang that. So I think it's derived from that. And so I doubt that. I mean, I think we all made our own lyrics up to that song. I do believe, and once again, we're having fun, and I kind of want to get a little feel that we are in touch with what's going on out there in the world, and definitely on the social media and everything. I want to say one thing, because this is something that came up recently, and I have to get my thoughts on this. And this is not a bad thing. Recently, I saw a video on I think it's YouTube, but it's been shared all over social media, where these young ladies were really being rallied on the train,
and then one got smacked the stupid out of her.
Well, no, I want to say that I want to stipulate that these girls were being very obnoxious. They were up in people's faces. They were slapping things out of people's hands and stuff. They were being, bullies and rough with people, and they happened to, one of them was in the face of a guy, I think he's deaf, because he was definitely mute. Yeah. And she had thrown his head off. She hit him in the face, and I
slapped her into next week, honey.
He sure did. And and I gotta say, there's a lot of you out there who will say that a man should never hit a woman. I think that if you're a woman and you begging for it, you are up in somebody's face, you're being a bully, you are being, I mean, come on, what is somebody supposed to do?
I honestly think that race, your sex, doesn't matter when you're being disrespected. I'm sorry. Man or woman, nobody should be hitting anyone in their face. You know what? I don't hit my own kids. They came from my body. They share my blood. I don't disrespect them. You don't do that to anyone. Plain and simple. No one deserves to be abused, but you do deserve to protect yourself. That's it.
Yeah, and I find that a lot of people are agreeing with what we had to say. The girls were extremely obnoxious. I hope that they're embarrassed that has gone viral. It's all over the place. I think we're all offering their
honestly, they came off, from what I see, like the kind of girls that think that they're famous because of it. They think it's funny, probably, because
she could have thought that was funny. That slap was legendary.
It was legendary, but what she did before that, it's all about her immaturity.
She looked very ignorant. I'm sorry, if she can't see that. And the saddest part for her is that she's never gonna live that down. As she gets older and tries to mature, that's there for the world to see.
She'll grow up and she'll change.
She's got to be humiliated.
Yeah.
And her mother, I can imagine what her family would think of her. She made a complete fool of herself.
I think it's disgusting. It was completely disgusting. On all counts. I mean, I wish nobody. I wish no one would get hurt, but then, she deserved it. She deserved it. I agree with you, Swins. For once, I agree with you. And you know what? If he would have slapped her into next month, I would have still agreed with you.
And I just have to wonder, would you be like that if your mother was there? Would you, did somebody raise you like that?
Exactly.
I mean, what if your mother was secretly on the train? Would she just think that's acceptable? Mm-hmm. If her mother has seen it, does she think that the way she behaved?
Well, we don't know what's going on in her life. Plain and simple.
Exactly.
But what we do know is that she got some serious anger issues, an attitude, immature, and if this smack didn't land her a lesson, unfortunately, another one will, or maybe worse.
And I don't advocate violence, but let me tell you
Yeah, you
something.
do.
I know. I gotta say, I always really pray and hope, cause I like to live in peace. But I always pray and hope that I'm not put in that situation where I don't be around those type of people because they bring out the worst in me. And I'm not the type of person who's just gonna sit back and let you do whatever you want to me. It's on.
Yeah,
It's
that was a horrible video to watch. I just saw it once. I couldn't watch it anymore. I was like, am I really seeing what I'm seeing right now? Like, I couldn't believe it. You know?
You know, and it has a way of, you know, people will editorialize and they'll make it more. I mean, I've even heard some racial things about it and stuff. So it can be ugly, and you don't want to be a bad representation of a young lady, of a young ethnic lady and stuff like that. It's just awful. But anyways, we're gonna go back to the fun and back to India. I had to say something about that. I want to play a little something because we just can't slow down here. We cannot slow down. It's all about fun. We're having so much fun. The India interview has got me so psyched. Here is Information Society with somebody I think you know. Can't slow down. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
My heart is a drum that's pounding. My mind is a note that's sounding. Let the choir sing your praises. I'll state my case
wonder who the backup vocalist on that track was. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm so gassed up. I'm so up in the air right now. It has been a wonderful, wonderful evening. I thank you for tuning in for this special episode. We're going to have many more artists like this on, and we're going to keep on bringing you a lot more wonderful things. Let me see what I can dig up next. And, hey, you never know.
Yep. Like La India would say, Yamayayo tune. Let's see who's coming on next. It's been a wonderful show filled with love and happiness. And definitely a big, big thank you to Damien for helping us make this happen. Big thank you to Don Coqui for being so kind to us, giving us a place to hang out. And thank you to her manager, Anna, who was a doll, keeping in contact, and her bodyguard. I can't remember his name, but he was so sweet. And the whole security, everybody that was there, and to the fans who were screaming, India, 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 India. Her band, everybody, my dance partner, because I even actually danced once. And thank you, Ember Radio Live, for giving us a platform for having this. You guys, please do us a favor. Make sure you tune into all the other shows going on here. There's a lot of hard work put into this, a lot of love put into the music, into the DJs, into the producers, into the promoting, the marketing, everything, all because we love you. With that being said, don't forget to tune in every Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on Ember Radio Live with Freestyle Universe's Delicious and Swins. We are out, babies. Thank you for a wonderful night. Bye-bye. Mwah.
Freestyle Fever, Wednesday, November 26, 2014. Sal's 62nd birthday party on Thanksgiving Eve. Hosted by Speedy, with Cynthia, Johnny O, Curtis Blow, Melly Mel, Lizette Melendez, Pretty Poison, Jill Terrell, and TKA.
Never gonna let the world bring me down. Never gonna let this world bring me down. Never gonna let them pull me to the ground. Gonna let them pull me to. Out loud, I be singing like.